Did you miss me? Did you miss me? We're now in Virgo season. Happy birthday to all the Virgos. Let me get everything situated right here. Yep, it's thinking. It's thinking. Can't have an echo. Okay. So, how's everybody feeling? This is my first time doing it more earlier in the afternoon when I actually have a little bit of energy. But I couldn't miss this. I couldn't miss this moon cycle. I was thinking about it a little bit because I have a show tonight. I'm performing. Oh my God. Yes, I am headlining at Heights Lounge. I'll be doing some original and covers with some of my friends on stage, which I'm so grateful for. And wow, I think it's gonna be an amazing night. I mean, music is my love. Music is my heart. So of course, you know, I gotta do this. I love to and I get to. So pretty excited about it. And a lot of my bros are gonna be there to support my tribe, which is so appreciated. And of course, I get to have Kratom. Yes, it's my little weakness now. Anyway, I have no idea how the music level is, so I'm just gonna lower it just a tad. So I was like, okay, I need to make time to do this reading for you all. Because it's a doozy. We have to think about that we're in September moving in, which is the 9th month. And in numerology, we are in the 9th year, which is the year of the snake. So we are very close to the final cycle of this year. And why that's important is because we're going through another deep shift. I'm sure some of you know that in the next month, we are not having 1, but 2 eclipses. That means, again, some shifting and intensity. So I hope you like roller coasters, because that has really been the greatest description that I could say about this year. Is just riding the waves of this roller coaster. This reading is going to be very different. I felt very called to do 2 different sides of this, which is we're going to do the shadow aspect and all of our shadows in the Virgo side, and then collectively. This is for all signs, but it's just the theme of Virgo since this new moon is in Virgo. And then the other section of this reading is going to be the angels responding to the reading as well, and their collective advisement for all of us. Again, it's a moon cycle, so this is for the 28-day cycle. Oh, and it's raining. I love the sound of rain. Do you? Oh, thank you, Mike. Thanks for joining. So let's go into just describing the good, the bad, and the ugly when it comes to Virgo. So we can get an understanding of what energy of Virgo is coming in for the moon. And no shame to Virgos. You guys are awesome. We just need to understand, depending on where the placement is in your astrological chart, that is what's coming up in this new moon. Personally, this is my moon in the chart, so I'm gonna be all up in my feelings for this for this 28-day cycle, and that makes perfect sense, you know. Facing all of these little tidbits, anyway, let me just get into it and it'll make more sense of what I'm rambling about. So, negative side of Virgo, we have being extremely judgmental. So when someone is judgmental, you can see their actual values and their needs and wants when they spit out a judgment. But in Virgo, they're very much in their mind And they're very similar to Capricorn as the other earth sign, where they're very stoic. They kind of hide their feelings. And when you have that kind of mentality and these obsessive thoughts, they will judge themselves and they will judge others. So it's about grounding into this. Hi, Kishir. It's about grounding into these thoughts and seeing what does it mean to you and what does it feel, instead of the judgment onto the other or onto the self. Virgos are very obsessive with their thoughts, and this could lead not only to self-fulfilling prophecies of failure and shame and guilt onto themselves and onto others, but it's also this feeling that nothing goes their way the way that they want to, and it's that control that gives them that security. Chime in if you know a Virgo or if are a Virgo, let me know. Hey Shamari, oh my God, he's on a live and he's making a comment. What? Oh! Okay, I love you, babe, I love you. You're a Cancer, so you know, you got all the intuition here. Virgos are psychic, they are, because they're in the ground, but they have unattainable expectations. This leads into that judgment and into that failure, you know? And this is where, Kinaris Kurara, I don't like that comment. If you continue, I'll block you, okay? This ain't OnlyFans, okay? This is OnlyFeds. And on OnlyFeds, you need to be listening to the advisement or get off my channel, okay? Thank you. Be respectful. So, perfectionism. Virgos love perfectionism. They do it to the detriment of their ego, and they even put this onto other relationships. And this is how, again, it's that self-infliction and into infliction on others. It's very destructive. That's why I want to go over this, because when we go into the shadow aspect of you all in this collective energy, you're getting in your own way. And in this month, this is a hard look at that, because Virgo loves order, security. What do you think is happening around the world right now when we're talking about money in our economy, when we're talking about our rights, when we're talking about the value of being human, when we talk about the tools that are coming with AI and the opportunities that come with that, that also comes with responsibility and accountability and putting things in order in your life in order to what? Come into abundance. Come into what you want, you know? So Virgo also rules in the health aspect of the gut. Again, I am not a doctor, I am not a practitioner, I'm not giving any advisement on health. Just the Virgo zodiac sign from the beginning of time, their focus is the gut. So if you have not checked in with your doctor, I definitely would. If you haven't done a detox lately or have looked into the gut, super Arthur, you're constantly asking who are Virgos. So let me educate you. So this new moon, every moon cycle has a specific zodiac because of the specific planet that is landing at that time based on the month and year of this year. And in this year, currently, this is called the blood moon because of the cycle of that moon, because it is landing now. And we're moving into Virgo, which is toward the end of August, beginning of September, before it transitions into Libra. So collectively, we are in the energy of Virgo, and I am describing the shadow side, the bad side of a Virgo, and the positive side of the Virgo, because this is the energy that's going to come up for you, whether you're a Virgo or not. All of us have placements of Virgo, or we happen to know a Virgo. So this is what's good to know of what's coming up. I hope that answered that thoroughly. So with gut health, this is about detoxing the gut as the second brain. When you detox and heal the gut, you are then going to then really harness your intuition. When you're taking in all the toxins of this planet, you get distracted, you are addicted, You're not thinking clearly. Let's just be real here, okay? So when you clear up the gut, you'll make wiser decisions because you are electrical. You are thinking faster. You have more stamina. You are, Virgos are obsessed with like health. Like, bruh, you want to talk about the gym rat? One of them's a Virgo. One of them is going to be able to outline you a practical plan to get to your gym goals. They're going to have the best recipe for a smoothie. They're the ones who are going to be stretching and have tried everything. Or they even go to the doctor and they know the key words that even the doctor knows, that they're just like, how did you, oh, I looked it up. I researched it. I've read every book on this. So there's a little bit, because we're going to go back to the obsessive thinking, that they could become germaphobes because they're like afraid of everything. So it's about balance. I'll get to that. But again, just keep in mind throughout this reading, there's going to be about order, attention to your details, and having practicality. Oh, thanks, Michael. I don't really see myself as a gym rat. Like, I think of a gym rat. Well, let's see. How many times do you all go to the gym? That would be a good idea to I would love to know. I go 3 times a week. I don't think that's a gym rat. I think a gym rat is like 5 to 7 days a week. They get up at 5 a.m. And then when they can't sleep, they're in the gym at like 10, 11, midnight, grinding. I don't know, but thank you. Thank you for the compliment. I mean, I want to try to find balance so I'm not overdoing it and underdoing it. So thank you. Now, practicality. Virgos always want a plan. They always want the details of the plan, and they want to outline that because that's what gives them their security. But as you know, the old saying, God looks at your plans and laughs. So there's going to be some flexibility here in the plans that you have in place, whatever it is, project, work, family, to find that order, find that time for yourself as well as everything else that you're doing. And I know that that's not easy. That's definitely not easy. And we need to go into the mirror and really look at ourselves, and is our health in order? Have you gone to the doctor and got your blood check? Have you, gone and looked at a trainer? Have you signed up to the gym? Have you thought about your skin? I mean, literally, any freaking detail that you can improve on your health. You're not really focusing on the reading if you're looking at my house, but thank you. I have attention to detail on these comments. You guys are just making me laugh. Who cares about my house? Let's talk about your spirit. Like, what's going on in your soul? My house. You're funny. So, okay. Number 1, speak kindly to yourself. That is definitely my advisement for the next month. You know what I'm talking about. How you judge yourself. How you put down yourself. How you don't believe in yourself. That needs to go away. Or at least lessen, try. I would say hold space. Volunteer or be of service to others. Virgo is definitely also the ruler of service. And this we're going to take in balance, right? We're not saying to overgive or overdo for others. But if you feel that you've been a hermit and you've kept to yourself and you've not done a lot of help for others recently, I'd say in the next month, this is a great way to help others in the way that you can. And then vice versa. If you feel like you've been helping everybody and you're just like, I'm losing it, I need time for myself, this is the time, this is the message for you to balance and come into order. I really can't super explain about Libra right now because we're not in that season. So that would be moving into the end of September, beginning October. That'll be the Libra season. But if you ever want a private reading with me, you can contact me directly. Everything is in the description below. Lastly, the balance between your work and your joy. So this right now, me doing this collective reading, which I don't have to do, by the way. I've done tarot for 20 years. But I love it, and I love being of service to God with this gift to give to you. And by giving that advisement and clarity, even for me to hear it, is really a blessing to do. And then tonight, I'm going to be performing my music, and that brings me joy. That brings out my inner child. So it is about balancing these parts of yourself and giving you that space to even be that way. You know, everybody's been stressed out about how they're going to pay their bills and how they're going to get up and go to work. How are they going to provide and take care of their family, that they lose the joy of living. And to me, that's where I would say is the devil. That is the ego, the devil, the darkness, whatever you want to call it, is just steering you away from having a beautiful, prosperous life. And I also believe that health is wealth. So you're not going to get very far in life if your health is shit, okay? We need to really take that hard look, even myself, and be better for us. The more that we invest in ourselves, the more that we love ourselves, that we can give to others and really be in that cup filled and overflowing, that we can then truly provide for others. So let's jump into the reading. We're going to go into Soul Truth. And if you guys haven't already, I hope you please like at least the reading so far if you like it. And if you want, subscribe so that way you can be notified for the next moon cycle in Libra. So what do we need to be aware of collectively? What do we need to know for this month? Am I afraid to be seen? Am I in my head or in my heart? Am I focused on what I'm losing or gaining? What are the dominant emotions that run my life? I reached 110. Yeah! Oh my God! 1-1. I love 1-1. I love 11. That's my number. Thank you, guys. Oh. Every subscriber counts. It does. With no ads, no robots, just me, just pushing it. And of course, Michael's supporting as well. But man, it's been a grind, hasn't it? But I am thankful. Okay. Am I afraid to be seen? It's a long time ago, yeah. Long time ago in a galaxy far away. Getting on here was a feat. You know, getting on here was just like, am I going to have to do all this? Like be in front of the camera and talk and be authentic and open, and are people going to like me? What are they going to be thinking? Oh my God, right? I mean, anytime you put yourself out there, that's what is going on in your head. And then you're obsessing about it. And here it says, the world doesn't want you to hold back any longer. Time to shine your unique light on the world. You are made from love, and from love you are whole. There is no more hiding. There is no more shame. There is only truth. Live naked and free. Maybe not the naked part everywhere, but at home it's okay. Or in the forest. What parts of me do I hide so I can be socially accepted and fit in? Whoo! Am I being authentic? Do I allow myself to be all of me? What do I need to feel so I can be safe to be seen? And it says to journal. So I did get that as well throughout different astrologers. They said a lot of writing is good at this time. So if you're not like me as a content creator or whatever you want to call me, like if you're not just good at professing it, singing, performing, then write, create and draw and release that. I know a lot of Virgos that are great painters and sculptors because of that detail. But again, think about, what is it that you're afraid of? How can you expand? How can you order things out that you can be secure and safe? Am I in my head or in my heart? What is the quality of your self-talk? Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. I'm going to repeat that again because that is everything. I mean, if you want to talk about manifesting, if you want to talk about healing others and yourselves, when you want to gravitate and fully transform your life, that is it. Our brain is like a muscle. If we condition it daily, the fears and limitations will take over. Mastering our thoughts is about being the creator of our own life. Where your head meets your heart is where miracles happen. So today, the action is master your mind. Watch an inspiring video. I recommend the monologue of Rocky in, I think it's Rocky Part 3 or Rocky Part 4, when he talks to his son. Do some tapping. Read an empowering book. Or write out all the reasons why you believe in yourself and your dreams. Am I focused on what I'm losing or gaining? Again, that's part of judgment. Are you going through some change? Are you scared to let go because of what you might lose? What if you shifted your focus from what you might lose to what you might gain? Endings are actually new beginnings. Today, make a list of all the things you will gain from the change you are going through. Feel your heart. Take a breath and deepen into trust. Amazing things are coming. Now, I know some of you are probably sitting here and being like, this is just too simple. Like, I need a profound retreat. I need to win the lottery. I need to go and experience some epic freaking event to shift myself. And you could be right, because your wish is your command. And everything that you say becomes in all action of that. However, again, the balance between what the thought of envisioning versus the feeling of the heart is where you transmute all judgment, all ego, and in that grounding, you go into the feeling of your success, and every success is different. So when you receive that success in feeling it, and then in physical action, you do it, you complete the process. But it really starts with you thinking about if your life changed and how that would feel. You are literally creating it in action in that moment. I've told several times in different moon cycles to look up The Secret. Yeah, it's a cheesy movie, but it's verbatim of the book. And it gives you a visual interpretation of what manifestation is. Now, that's not the whole process. We just reviewed what the process really is, which is in heart, in the belief, in the trust that it will happen for you, because you're going to make it happen, because you're going to write it down, because you're going to say it every day, and you're going to take action to it, and everything will fall in line if it is your divine purpose. You're not doing it because of greed. You're not doing it because of ego. You're not doing it because of fear. You're not doing it because you're competing with others. You're not trying to get around others. You're not going to try and do any cheat codes. You're doing it because you truly love it and resonate with it, and you feel so fulfilled that you give to others with nothing with nothing to hold back. It's very freeing. What are the dominant emotions that run my life? How do you fill your day? Stress or joy? Stress. Trust or anger? Trust. Anxiety or peace? Lately, peace. And a little bit of anxiety. We have only today, right now, the journey. No goal, no destination will bring us the feeling we seek. But when we begin filling every day with that which we value most, we will attract more of it. This is fulfillment. Lean into what you want to feel and adjust your life, your values, and your expectations to match your desire. So, I'll say personally, there's work that I've been doing for the last 3 years on my self-esteem and my body shape and wanting to be fit, wanting to be toned, wanting to be sculpted, and I've been doing it for me. And it's been quite an interesting ride, right? And I've literally, in this example, have done that. I have literally let go of the actual journey. I've let go of even the destination. It's more of like just getting through the exercise with my trainer and just getting through it and learning from it and putting in the sweat, putting in the belief that, I'm going to be fit for, apocalyptic time. I'm going to be like Sarah Connor, fit and driven and sexy and feeling that way. Like, yeah, people can help you to feel sexy. And yeah, an outfit can make you feel sexy. But I'm talking about the like in the ground that, man, I'm fucking hot. And I know it. That level of confidence. When you think about Arnold Schwarzenegger, when he just walked in the room, like this is back in the 90s, in the 90s and 80s, when he was ripped. Like, come on. You saw Arnold, you couldn't keep your eyes off him. Even if you're a dude, you're just gonna be like, respect, So it's like that. That was sculpted. I'm not gonna do 2 hours in the gym, talk about a gym rat as I'm thinking about it now. That's an example. But we idolize him, right? Why do we idolize him? Because he was focused. He had a plan. I don't know if you've ever listened to Arnold Schwarzenegger about his story. It's very inspiring, actually. I'll add that onto it. But the way that he talked about achieving what he achieved and how everything just flowed and opened up for him after he achieved the first goal that he had. So I will say to you is, what do you want to feel in your life right now that, you need to put into order? It's caked up. I like that. I'm just picturing Arnold eating a cake, but I know that's not what you meant. Thank you, Michael. I am beautiful, and thank you, and I'm getting better and better each day. Remember, my moon is in Virgo, so Virgos always think they could do better. They can always get better. So I have to acknowledge that about myself. And I hope that you have the same attitude. Because if you're stagnant and you stop, you're not really living. Oh, my music ran out. Okay, let's get that back up. Now, let's go into what the angels wish for us to know. Now, I usually use only one deck. I was not called for that today. I was called for all three. So I'm going to do a little bit of each one. Each one does different things. I think I should actually go through the cards one more time because I don't feel like I really held it enough for you guys. So, am I afraid to be seen? Am I in my head or in my heart? Am I focused on what I am losing or gaining? And what are the dominant emotions that run my life? Again, thank you to everybody that subscribes. It really helps and builds my channel. And that way you could be notified if you press the little bell over there to get notified. Then you'll hear when the moon cycles come in, but also when my music comes out, when I'm doing shows, and also doing tarot readings and Reiki as well. So I really appreciate it. Building up the channel grassroots style. It takes each and every one of you. Please comment below. I love seeing your comments. And if you can do the likes, I've already got 9 likes. That's awesome. Growing each and every time, and I'm very, very appreciative of it. I do have in the description my handles for donations. The donations go to what this is possible. Getting my decks, my sage, all of these things. It is not yet putting food on the table, but the goal is to eventually get there. So I do have the plan, and it's coming through. So I'm just going to manifest that right now, and it will occur when it is ready. Let me knock on wood for that. All right, so now we're going to activate and ask all angels to come into the presence for this collective reading in the new moon in Virgo. For all that are watching, what do the angels advise in this moon in Virgo for the collective? Just because they're angels, they ain't always nice. I'm just letting you know. So that's not me. The cards don't lie. Ah, see what I said? I just felt like that. Thank you. You just do it. I'm just gonna back off, Jesus. Moon cycles, of course. Okay, we'll stop there. Yes, that mirroring exercise, Michael, actually, thank you for bringing that up. It is very transformative. That mirroring exercise came from none other Prince, or the artist formerly known as Prince. That divine man, wherever he is, that entity, he is just flying around in space, or maybe already reincarnated by now. I hope he's a musician again. He inspired so many. He's been an inspiration to me throughout my life. And Prince used to do mirroring exercises, also a very spiritual man, and said to himself that he was going to be the greatest artist of all time. And he was. And still is. Yep, we're still getting themes of health here from the angels. Ooh, 2 came out. Okay. I'm like filled up over here. I gotta make some room. Okay. Number one, I know. All of you are asking about it, which is prosperity. Your material needs are provided as you follow your intuition and manifest your dreams into reality. So, Shamari, it's coming. Michael, it's coming. It's coming. Remember who you are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving, and creative child of God. You are very loved. Moon cycles, as we're in the moon cycle now. Hanel, notice how the moon affects your energy and manifestations and capitalize upon these cycles. Whether you pray, meditate, write, whatever cycle you wish to create in this ritual, it's very, very profound right now. Angel therapy. Archangel Raphael, give your cares and worries to us angels and allow us to take your burdens. So you do need to use your free will to ask upon your angels and ancestors to assist and help you. Let's go. I am pouring a cornucopia of prosperity upon you and your life, and ask that you open your arms to receive. Some of the treasures will come in the form of brilliant ideas, and some will come as opportunities. We'll work together to realize your highest dreams, and I ask that you give any worries to me. God and I love you very much and are happy to help you in this way. We know that you'll pass along the goodness to others as well. See how I was talking about that service and giving to others. You are made in the image and likeness of your Creator as you embody aspects of all those qualities. Your inner divine light is pure and bright in truth, and no mistakes can undo God's handiwork of true perfection. Don't be afraid of your power, your magnificence, or your wisdom. When you succeed, you inspire others. When you change your life so that it's more aligned with interests, you inspire others. Be powerful. Be magnificent. This is who you are. The full moon, which it's not a full moon, it's a new moon, just FYI, but we will honor the card. The full moon is a perfect time to release anything you're done with. The new moon is the time to focus on manifesting desires and intentions. And the evening before the full moon is an optimal time for healing and for recharging healing instruments such as crystals and oils. Spend time looking at the moon and notice how you feel in relationship to its cycles. As you discover the moon's connection with your validity and moods, you'll be more in touch with its divine magic. Have you asked us angels for help with your situation? We can only help if you give us permission. Right now, close your eyes and take in a deep cleansing breath. Then mentally call upon your guardian angels and the angels to help you. Don't outline how you want to be helped. Just tell us what situation you'd like to help with. Most important, be open to receiving help as it comes to you. The help might be in the form of a hunch, an intuitive idea, or a direct intervention. If you receive any repetitive guidance, it's important that you follow it. It's talking about the sacral now. That is below your belly button. That is where all creativity lives. In the womb. The angels sent you this card because they want you to understand your body's profound sensitivity. As a highly sensitive individual, you may at times experience confusion or numbness, which is a way of dealing with overwhelming physical sensations. You may even try to self-medicate with chemicals, foods, or other addictive substances in order to shield yourself from harsh energies. This card conveys a strong message asking you to deal with your sensitivities in healthier ways. The angels want to help you detoxify yourself from chemicals and processed foods. They're also leading you away from disagreeable situations and relationships, so allow these changes to occur. The sacral chakra is the second energy center in the body, located between the tailbone and the belly button. Visualize it glowing a bright and clear shade of orange to keep this chakra balanced. Okay, we're getting the same card twice. So it means that most of you have not called upon your angels for assistance. This card indicates that you've been going it alone, trying to single-handedly find answers and solutions. All the while, your angels hover nearby, awaiting the moment when you give them the go-ahead signal so they can help you. You drew this card because the angels want to assist you with this situation, but they can only do so if you give them permission. The angels are available to you right now to answer your questions, give you guidance, and speed your manifestations. It's true that God and the angels already know what you need. However, because God created you and everyone with free will, heaven can only intervene if you give permission. It doesn't matter whether you ask for help aloud, in written form, silently, or even with what words you choose. What matters is that you ask. If you're unsure of what to ask for, or are concerned about asking for the wrong thing or requesting less than God's will, then ask heaven to help you with clarity and courage. Earth Angel, you are a light worker who has come to Earth to teach about love. This card comes to you in response to your question about your life's purpose. The answer is teach about love. This is for some of you. You fulfill this task whenever you're centered, serene, and loving, as that's when you're a role model of divine peace. You needn't say a word, write a book, or work as a healer in order to positively affect others. You merely need to be loving and compassionate in your interactions with others. Those who are peaceful teach about peace, which is the expression of divine love on earth. You also receive this card to help you cope with alienation issues, which means feeling different from others or that you don't belong. As an earth angel, this may be one of your first human incarnations, but don't worry, for you're never truly alone. There are also other earth angels living among you who have similar backgrounds and experiences to your own. Ask your guardian angels to connect you with like-minded friends, and they will. Going into the theme of health once again is Archangel Raphael. Your prayers for healing for yourself or others have been heard and answered by Archangel Raphael, the supreme healer within the angelic realm. Raphael, whose name means God heals, gives you guidance and heals about your health. So be sure to follow any intuitive impulses to exercise, eat healthily, quit drinking or smoking, and so forth. Raphael can help you reduce or eliminate unhealthy cravings if you'll ask. He'll also increase your motivation to exercise. If you feel called to help with others, health, loved ones, clients, and angels, then ask Raphael to guide your actions and words. Raphael will send God's healing energy through you so that you are a conduit for divine light and love. Raphael is also happy to direct you to school for healing work at your request. Sacral. Asking for help. Being an earth angel. Archangel Raphael. We have Leela. Spend time alone in nature, meditating about your desires and intentions. Ask the angels to help you gain positive perspective. It's really beautiful, these cards. Your life has been noisy lately and you need to escape into a place of natural tranquility. It is time for you to be alone in nature, even if it's for just a brief while. You don't need others' permission to take care of your soul in this way. Simply plan your sojourn and then follow through on those plans. Once you are alone in nature, allow your mind to wander wherever it wants to go. Notice your thoughts and feelings and perhaps written them down. After a time, speak aloud or silently to the nature angels that surround you. Ask them to clear your body and aura of any stress that you may have absorbed. Then meditate and pray about your desires and intentions. Prayers are amplified by the power of nature, and you will feel very refreshed when you return home. Your children on earth and in heaven are happy and well cared for by God and the angels. Your worries about your children have been received as prayers here in heaven. We understand your concerns, so we surround the souls and bodies of your children with our loving care. This is a time for you to release your children to God and know that your Creator is their true partner, a parent. God is pure love without judgment or anger. He could never abandon you or your children, nor would he want to. As of your children's guardians angels, I watch over them ceaselessly. I never tire of keeping my watchful eye upon them, for as I gaze upon your children, I see their divine light. I see their true perfection, their goodness, and their innocence. I ask that you see your children through my eyes, which will help their love and light to be fully expressed. I love you, I love your children, and your children love you. So if anyone out there has children, they are definitely protected. That was your sign. Seraphina, I am the angel of families. A happy change or addition is coming to your family. So if you don't have children, you might be getting some children soon in this moon cycle or finding out that you're pregnant. All right, go moms. Your prayers about family have been heard, and I have been sent to watch over you and answer your prayers. I'm here to tell you about a beautiful change coming to your family. You're going through a period of adjustment right now to prepare for this change. It might feel chaotic or disorganized, but be assured that this is simply part of the nesting process. I will guide you through this time and help you with any upsets that may occur. Any challenges will stimulate forthright discussion, and this truth is very cleansing. It helps you to know that your own feelings and priorities on a deeper level, and allows you to share with others in a deeply honest way. Then, when the purpose of the turmoil has been served, the storm will blow over, revealing blue skies for all. Everything's going to be okay. This happy change or addition to your family is divinely ordered. Surrender any worries to God and allow heaven to serve as your spiritual family who helps, guides, and watches over you. We love you very much. I hope you all feel that. I hope you feel that your family watches over you and that your ancestors watch over you and that they are proud of you and love you very much. I am going to shift now into the shadow. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful. I hope you all felt that. I did. It was like everybody coming in. It stopped raining. Well, if you're still here with me, thank you. Y'all are awesome, or you can watch the recorded after. Again, if you haven't already, please like, subscribe. Definitely comment. I love to hear what you guys have questions on or if it resonates. I hope it is helpful. All right. I think I only mentioned this once before, but this is the Shadow deck by Monica Prodowski. Probably butchered that last name. It's pretty blunt. It's a pretty blunt shadow work cards, really. And I got this from Jason Bender. I have thanked him before, but I'm going to thank him again because I was a little skeptical when I saw it. I was like, is this gonna feel right? And whew, did I have confirmation when I opened this up. I mean, nothing's scarier than this big fuzzy spider, right? I made my peace with spiders. They're actually pretty cool. Except a tarantula or a wolf spider. What are you guys afraid of? All right, so just to remind y'all, if you haven't, heard all the way through or just jumping in, Don't be surprised if parts of this shadow of these cards are going to go toward judgment, self-judgment in others, obsessive thinking, unattainable expectations, and perfectionism. You know, Virgos and that energy is also domineering in the sense that it's like they're never satisfied and they always want something else. And you feel like you can't please them no matter what you do. There is, kratom is my new weakness. I feel that. Virgos will, you know, have a power dynamic with that dominance and that submission in a way that's not healthy. So that may come up in this reading as well, whether that's sexually in the relationship with sexual manipulation, but also, you know, being domineering in the sense of wanting to control you 24/7. So the shadow work is about just seeing those aspects of ourselves and merging with it, finding a way to love that inner child and finding that neglect and healing and facing that neglect so that we can give that love to ourselves. Because if we further self-judge and we further shame and guilt, we're continuing that process, and so that void is just never ending. Whereas when we come to acceptance about our behavior and we parent ourselves and we're aware of it and able to communicate that in our relationships and friendships, that's where the healing is really shown. So, out of the collective of the people that are watching now, what are the parts of you that you hide, that are ugly, that are dark, that are evil, that you've neglected, starved even, that you hate, that you are jealous, judgmental, greedy, manipulative, cheating? I feel like I'm falling into the well already, and it's slimy and it's ugly and it's dark, and I got my little flashlight of light, Lord, like, yeah, help me find Jesus. I don't want to go down in the well like a sacrificial lamb with a bat. All right, enough with my comedic, trying to make light of the dark already. It's like, y'all are gonna hate me, and it's not me, I tell you, it's the cards. Where are we at? Almost at the hour. Okay. So you got a problem with social media, huh, people? We got the world. You're afraid of expanding? Come on. Just do it. 8 of Cups. Huh? And Ace of Pentacles. Some of you are starting something new, refresh, reset. Huh? Huh? Yeah. You have an idea aching, burning inside you. Oh, I'm just channeling right now. I'll go slower. You got all these cups. You got all these emotions. Queen of Cups. Knight of Cups. The 8 of Cups. Two of Pentacles. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, a lot of you are juggling. A lot of you are juggling and you feel barely alive. I get it. Zombie mode. I don't like zombie mode either. I mean, some of you are like that meme that I send out sometimes to the friends that I love. You know that little puppy dog with his little hat and his glasses, and he's sitting at the table and he's just saying that he's fine, but he's just covered in fucking flames and chaos and in hell? I feel for you. This is where you gotta trust that at the end of that roller coaster, you're still alive and you are transcended from that shit. I mean, amen on that. Oh, you don't mean that, Michael. You don't hate roller coasters. I would never think you would say that. You dragged me on the most terrifying roller coaster I've ever been on in my life to this date. I don't know how you did that. I'm afraid of heights, for God's sakes. Whew. All right, so this energy is thick. It's very much in the mind. You guys are thinking too much. All of you. Even me. And you gotta create. Some of you are maybe at a block. I don't know. You guys are just not creating. I don't know. I mean, the Queen of Cups, she's literally holding a guitar, you know? So I'm gonna be holding one tonight. Yeah. Look, if you're like me, where you were on a hiatus, you were on a spiritual journey, you lost your voice for a while, you lost your writing, just do it again. Just do it again. It doesn't matter how long it's been. 2 weeks, 2 months, 20 years, I don't care. It's time for you to pick it up. You know, like her, take that little cup of coffee and just... Yeah, I don't care what you love to do, just do that, you know, even if it's once a week, and build up this routine, build this time and space for you to do what you love, because do you really want to keep feeling this way? I had enough. You know, we Tauruses, we get to a certain point and we had enough. So, all right, let me stop. Let me go into this. So keep in mind, everyone, as you've jumped in, please like and subscribe to the channel and press a bell to be notified by me, Fedra. I didn't even introduce myself. I just went right into the reading. That's the energy today. It's like, who gives a care about me? Okay? Like, it's about getting the information toward the end of this year if you want to make it out of this roller coaster alive. Okay? It's the year of the snake. You're going to be either eaten or you are going to become the snake. Okay? Ouroboros, eating itself. Anyway. Ace of Wands. All right, guys, let's go into the ugliness. Okay. A burning hand rises out of the flames to offer warmth and energy to the person seated on their palm, representing support and a healing hand when beginning a new venture. This little person lights a match in response, symbolizing the spark of intention and action that begins each journey. You gotta take the step. The shadow aspect of this is some of you feel discouraged, you feel like a failure, you have apathy, you have fear, or you're literally indifference, sitting there in your stubbornness, in darkness. You gotta pull yourself out of it. You got the support around you. I know you do. You got me right here, and I'm telling you, I love you, baby. You gotta wake up. I got you here. You got to ask your angels for help. Rise above it. This is the perfect time to enjoy physical and outdoor activities. That's twice within this reading about going into nature. Anything. Hiking, camping, marathon training. Ooh, that's serious. Leaving the city and living in a remote natural setting. Some of you may go into that desolate, rural, I never get that word right, rural way of living. It's now time to renovate, rework, or reinvigorate your current business, probably a whole major overhaul, because I mean, this is all burning up in flames. Just saying. Physically, we got to go into the health, the immune system. Is it functioning well, and do you have energy? The reflections of this card is, do I sustain my enthusiasm after beginning a new project? Ooh, that's cool. Are you getting distracted and moving on to project to project to project and never following through and never finishing? What do I find intimidating about starting a new romance? Okay, look, I mean, I can relate. I can relate. The dating pool of 2025 is alarming. So it's intimidating, yeah. Where does the spark originate? Ooh, coming into service. Getting back to why you're doing what you're doing. What would I like to begin, and where is my fire? Easy, it's in the solar plexus. So activate that. If you don't know how to activate that, then, contact me. Everything's in the description below. Queen of Cups. Enjoying a moment by the seaside, she is singing a tune and represents self-creative expression and mature and feminine energy. Sounds like me. Oh boy. The shadow is reckless, silence, insecure, joyless, needy, subservient. This is where that insecurity coming up. Where is it? Is it in the head? Is it in the heart? Where is it living in the body? Are you being silenced where you don't feel you're enough? So your opinion or your self-expression cannot be seen because some people put you down at some point or they laughed at you? I know that feeling. Do you just not have joy in your life? Do you need to find space to create that joy? Listen to your instincts because they are correct. If you are a young person receiving this card and you feel the message is about you, perhaps you are more mature than the average person, or think you are not mature enough to share your talents. Be brave and stand in that spotlight. That's your confirmation today. Physically, the Queen of Cups is asking you to ensure you are looking after any stress-related issues from being highly empathic or intuitive. Reflections. Do I encourage my own self-expression? Am I an empath? Could I write poetry? Or do I have a novel that needs to be written? That's twice in this reading already. How do I feel about being judged? And is there someone who can benefit from my spiritual perspective on life? Yes. Yes, amen. Telling your story impacts others. Everyone has a story to tell. Yes, I love that. Knight of Cups. Cold, distant, unaware, self-absorbed, disappointing news, impulsive. Yikes. You are being presented with opportunities to share your creative talent and be in the public eye with your projects, and contracts or commissions may soon appear. Try not to be too shy about sharing your talents, but don't allow external validation to become your motivation for creativity either. Yes, coming from a solid sense of security within you and the service that you give and your why, your inner fire. You are encouraged to dream and to swim freely so that your intuition and artistic talents are allowed to develop fully. Physically, the Knight is asking you to be careful that you are not suffering from respiratory problems or allergies that are making your skin overly sensitive or susceptible to rashes. In finances, you will be receiving good news about a job, promotion, or commission that will bring monetary rewards. Your reflections is, what project is begging for my attention? Yeah, I got a song I should be finishing up. You guys know you have a project somewhere that you've got to finish it. Can I commit to completing or continuing my creative works? Do I listen to my creative instincts? Am I experiencing the rewards of my hard work, or do I need to reevaluate my goals? And no shame with either option, guys. Stop it with that. I can hear you from here in my head because I'm a psychic. Am I gifting myself the time, energy, and space to create? Oh my God, that's like 3 or 4 times, y'all. You need to create the space to create on any level. 2 of Pentacles. Imbalance, restriction, stagnation, decrease, instability, inequity. This is a time to carefully balance your funds. You may need to be vigilant about your cash flow right now. The perpetual exchange of money for goods is an inevitable of modern consumerism. However, we all can get lost in the abstract notion of money in the form of a plastic card. Ensure you have a budget in place and keep an eye on spending. What is a budget? My shadow, man. Oh, shit, man. Whoo! Oh, man, you're kicking me right in the balls if I had any. Whoo! In this economy, eggs are $12. All right, that was like front to back smack in the face. Yeah, I get it. Oh, Lord. I'm getting the message. I hope you guys are. You guys got any debt rolling around anywhere? Huh? How much debt you got? Huh? I ain't judging. I'm laughing. I'm laughing because that was just like, ugh. If there was a knife, I'd be bleeding. Okay. All right. All right. You may wish to consider alternatives to your current work or personal situation to help relieve any excess stress. Don't be embarrassed to seek professional financial consulting at the moment if you feel out of your depth. Again, to create a plan. Yeah. This is a good time to consider exchange beyond money or goods. Take a moment to examine what time or physical efforts you are willing to invest in a current situation and what you are expecting in return for your efforts. It may be time to ask for a raise. Yeah, you guys are worth it. Know your value. Or find a better paying position, or perhaps juggling 2 jobs. 2 jobs. Like I got the energy, God. Yes, Lord. As the earth element, this card also speaks of examining the things that help you feel secure when you are in difficult situations. That trust once again. Health. Okay, it's pretty direct, guys. I'm just going to stop saying it. Health seems to be good, but be careful to balance diet and exercise. Do not skip meals or overindulge at this time. All right, no more fat boy sandwiches. Financial outlook for the Two of Pentacles includes a time of careful planning and timing to ensure adequate cash flow. So, reflections. Where do I spend most of my budget? Amazon. You didn't hear that. How do I feel about my financial situation? Where can I relieve financial stress to create a less precarious situation? How am I balancing my health right now? And do I feel ease with material goods, both received and released? So I do want to point out that it's very interesting that this particular card, the Two of Pentacles, is talking about juggling in the shadow, but it's actually addressing your health and almost connecting your health with your money. I find that fascinating, actually. I've been doing tarot for 20 years, and I just keep finding more and more on the depths of tarot. Right next to it is the Ace of Pentacles, which would be 3. Delayed payment, frustrated beginnings, fear of poverty, insecurities, pessimism. This is a very good time to begin a project that concerns physical well-being or any material or financial commitments. There is an offering or gift of money, funding, or economic support, possibly unexpected, to assist you. At this time, you are asked to start your material projects. Start by building a strong foundation for a new job, for a new home, or for beginning any project. Financial outlook is good right now, and it is a wise time to invest. Those of you who want to invest, it looks like September is the time. You may be starting a new course of studies with financial assistance, or you may be receiving a grant to help you with your education. A mentor may step in at this time to assist you with what you are learning, but may also help you with business or investment plans. Don't be afraid to examine how your fears or insecurities about abundance are interfering with your dreams and visions. Do not become discouraged if you are in a tough spot right now with money. Even those who can't invest cash to make their visions become a reality, you will find a way to make your desires a reality shortly when this card appears. Remain solid and optimistic and trust, can't make this up, that the intent you have expressed to move forward is going to return successfully. If you have been holding back or procrastinating, now is the time to act. You are inventive and receiving support from the universe in your current career pursuits. In matters of health, you are recovering or being given a second wind. Enjoy the gift of physical validity. Hell yeah. Financial outlook for the Ace of Pentacles includes a gift of money, debt paid to you, raise, bonus, or promotion. It's fantastic, guys. My God. Am I seeing support being offered? Do I have a financial plan for beginning a project? What should I be making or doing right now that I am procrastinating? What is at the core of my security? Ooh, that's a very important one. What is the core? What is at the core of my security? And how can I begin on a solid foundation? Okay, it kind of lightened up the mood. It was a little tense for a second. I don't know if you felt it. I sure did. Now, I said the world is about social media, being in front of the world as an impression. It can also be the expansion of your beliefs. And maybe some of you, including myself, need to expand our thoughts and feelings about money, or being on a budget, or having the discipline in our finances. It's a scary thing when you feel kind of boxed into things and having that judgment. A lot of people have judgment on money. A lot of fears around money, and they don't want to talk about it. Like, it's like this dirty thing, you know? So it's maybe standing in that truth, standing in that. What did I just say? Shadow is failure, wasted efforts, stagnation, inexperience, neglect, subjectivity, unfulfilled. Well, yeah. My God, if life was perfect, we'd all be bored. We'd all just descend from Earth, guys. Come on. We wanted the roller coaster. We asked for the roller coaster. Some of us begged on the roller coaster. And then we went on it like 50 times. And then even though we already knew all the schematics of Earth, we said, you know what, God? I'd love to come back. You know, I want to come back. I want to hang out with Shamari and Michael and all these people. Like, I'll just come back again. You know, I'm just going to learn things a little bit better. It's like, sure. We're going to give you a quick pass. But the quick pass is going to set in when you're about, I don't know, about 30, 40 years old, you know? I'm like, all right, thanks, Lord. You know? That's just my little sprinkle of my life. So the shadow of the world. After integrating lessons of discernment and gaining deep wisdom, you are at the end of the major arcana. The world card indicates that you've walked the path of the seeker and the fool. Some of you now have the ability to see where you belong, and the accumulation of your efforts manifest. If this has not yet occurred, you are being reminded of your goals and why you are expending your efforts. Yeah. Well, why are you doing this all for? Yeah. And that your vision is something you can materialize. Is what you are envisioning and is what you want to materialize positive? Because you could be going in a whole other direction that's actually negative and not serving you. And you're just like, why is this not happening? Why is this delayed? Why is this working? It's like, because you went down the wrong way. Like, just turn, just sit, and then go a different way instead of, you know, trying to bulldoze your way in that's not serving you. The world speaks to you of travel and seeing the world at this time. You may be traveling for work or will have success with an international position at this time. Review your boundaries to ensure your success with goals and acknowledge your colleagues' successes. That's so important too. I mean, I love my tribe of people and the people that are working around me in facing their fears, working toward, you know, cultivating their relationships, saving and improving their marriages, having children, you know, moving, growing in their own companies that they work for, or being an entrepreneur. I celebrate that profoundly. It doesn't matter what industry. I mean, I love watching people in the music industry as I open up here in Florida, but I love just seeing across the board that they're overcoming things that were in the way for them in the past because they finally see through the illusion. And that just makes me want to grow. That just makes me want to be better. That just makes me want to be bolder. And I'm all for it. Like, that's what I want you all to achieve. But honestly, like, that's what's really gotten me off my butt, you know, a little bit. Saying like, well, if so-and-so can do that. Instead of, well, if so-and-so got that and I don't, I need that. No, I'm not going to do that, you know. I'm going to look at it as like, maybe they know something I don't know. And explore it with curiosity. Explore it with the sense of like, you know, I don't know everything. Or that person does it better than me. You know, put aside the ego and be like, how can we work together? How can we collaborate? How can we create? Whether there's money or not money, like, who cares? It's just like learning and exploring and seeing how it flourishes. I went on a tangent. In matters of health, you are being asked to pay attention to energy exchange and ensure you are taking in as much as you are expending. Balance of that as well. Ooh. Professions indicated by the World card include any profession involving talents and insights on an international level, including global environmental issues and awareness, travel agencies, international exchanges, residences or fellowships, international security, diplomacy, Olympic athletics, or foreign trade. You guys have all this potential. Wow. Your reflection is, what is my gift to the world? How do I express my victories? How is my experience applied in my environment? Are my boundaries well defined? Is it time to travel or take my profession internationally? And lastly, Eight of Cups. I know, right? Shout out to the last three. And then there were three. Again, for those of you watching now or later in the platforms, I am definitely taking some donations, whether Venmo, Cash App. It really goes a long way. I thank you. I do these collectively and every new moon and full moon cycle for you all. But again, that is a very open and well-rounded collective reading that I'm doing. It's not necessarily pertaining to you specifically. So if you do want a private reading to have certain questions answered, to give yourself clarity, to help in your decision making, please contact me. So, Eight of Cups. If you can see in this card, it is a skeleton of a person, and they have shed the skin, which is the year of the snake, and they are literally walking away from poison, toxicity. Retreat, clinging, uncertainty, fears, control, baggage, indecision, stagnation. The Eight of Cups will surface when you are being asked to walk away from a potentially damaging situation. It is also asking you to release your narratives of trauma and let go of any emotional baggage you are carrying so you can move forward on your journey. Aho. It's not an easy task. It's possible, though. I really am living proof of that. If you are asking about a particular situation, this card is urging or confirming your need to walk away or detach your emotions so you can evaluate the information objectively. At work, you may have already left the building emotionally and may need to reassess your role in the organization. Try to see where your emotions took a turn. Is there a particular person or situation at your work that is causing your stress, or are you no longer being challenged and have lost interest? If you are creative but no longer feel inspired, this is a reminder to move forward and not be afraid to express yourself via an alternative method or medium. Emotional release is vital, even if it is simply sitting and discussing something on your mind over coffee. This will allow you the objectivity required to truly see what feelings you are holding needlessly. It is important right now that you release the things you once needed to feel secure, which may now restrict you. A new journey may at first seem daunting, but in releasing that which no longer serves you, will find great joy and fulfillment. It is time to look ahead. Physically, the Eight of Cups is indicating that you need to stop engaging in the habits that are causing you harm. Smoking, drinking, junk food, or any substance abuse in general is indicated as being particularly important to eliminate at this time. In matters of love, either you or your partner have already or is about to walk away. You need to revisit an old relationship wound that won't heal so you can move on. In finances, it seems this may be a time of purchasing a home or making a major financial decision about where you want to live. If you have already made this choice, then congratulations. This card is saying, well done. Reflections are, what do I feel a calling to fulfill? Where have I allowed an excess of emotional baggage in my life? And what frightens me when I think of moving forward and leaving things behind? Again, this is called the Shadowland Tarot by Monica Brodsky. I think it was very direct. Would you not agree? I was triggered a little bit. But I am self-aware enough to see my limitations and how I will grow and gain the balance in what, I need to personally work on. We all need to work on things. There's no one that is perfect. There's no, healer that is beyond healing. I think of it as part of your journey to learn and grow deeper within yourself and giving you that grace. We definitely need to give ourselves grace in this. This was a hard, tough talk between you and I when it came to Virgo, and that's okay. We now know what we need to know. Now we can make beautiful decisions that serve us rather than not. If you just came in, this was the collective reading in the new moon in Virgo. So I will see you all on the full moon, which will be in Virgo. Usually I have the dates ready. I just know it's at the end of this month. I believe it's also on a Saturday. I believe it is... No, excuse me. It's going to be in September. But I will post when it occurs, and you can always just notify and press the bell to get notified of my new cycle readings. Again, if you want a private reading, you can contact me. Please like and subscribe, as I am growing as a new subscriber, and I thank you. I think we all just need to soften these fears around discipline and order and practicality. It's not boring. It's actually needed, this level of maturity now as we go into the next months. We're moving from September to October into November and December. By November, majority of all retrograde planets will go direct into the new year. We've already processed Mercury retrograde, but now into September and October, we're going into the solar eclipses. So I'm telling you, this is the warning. As you're going into this, give yourself that grace and prepare for major shifts. And shifts can be looked at as positive or negative. It is about the divine order of karma, because it is the year of the snake. You reaped what you have sown through your decisions and your choices, but that does not mean your life is set in stone. You will need to work through your karma and see yourself truly and ask your angels for help and give yourself that divine love. The external world is only a reflection of what is inside you. Choose yourself. I love you all. My name is Fedra once again. I'll be playing tonight at Heights Lounge at 10 o'clock. I'll be headlining the open mic. I can't wait to see all my tribe just rocking it out. If you can come by and buy me some kratom, because it's expensive and now I'm on a budget. I'm kidding. But I'd love to have a drink with you. If not, please send some comments, like this, share this if you feel somebody needs a good smack into reality. Or if you just love it and just need it, pin it or something so that way you have it for the next cycle. That way you could be like, oh yeah, this is why I'm feeling this, as your reminder. And again, I'm always here if you want a one-on-one. I send you love. Let's do this, guys. We're doing it together. Here it comes.